Are you sure you don't want something to eat, Sugar?
Ooh, I could chew nails right now, but no, I don't want anything to eat. I'm so mad. You know, Bobby, I don't know when Alan is just going to stop letting people take advantage of him all the time.
Well, if he did that, you wouldn't have any relationship with him, would you?
How can you even say that to me?
I'm sorry, Sugar. I've just gotten addicted to the truth lately.
All right. If you want to know the truth?
I would love to.
Okay, fine. Aunt Charlene, believe this or not, I actually miss Alan.
Huh.
I do. It gets really lonely around that big old creepy house.
That's only because all the rest of the Quartermains ignore you.
And what did I ever do to deserve that? Never mind. Don't bring it up. You know what really makes me mad, though, is they still love Monica. They treat her like she's Saint Monica or something, despite the fact she had an affair with her nephew, Ned, and the fact that her kids are all spoiled brats.
Now, don't start talking about her kids. You don't even know them.
I've met them.
But you don't care about them. You don't care about any children that I know about. I don't know why you're talking about having a child. You don't even care about children. You didn't even care about BJ. You just used her to get to Tony.
Can we not bring that subject up, please?
Fine with me. Who are you calling?
Hello?
Hello, darling. It's me. I miss you. Do you miss me?
Yes, of course I do. Hi.
Hi, listen.
Scott told me that you were up visiting Alan Jr., and I called the office, and they told me where you usually stay. And I just thought that I would check on you and see if you were doing all right.
I'm doing fine. Is there anything else?
Well, you know what? I had this great idea. I thought that I would rush right up there because I think a boy needs his mommy, too.
I agree with you, Lucy, and that's why I think that you ought to stay home.
Oh, all right. All right, darling, whatever you say. You're always right. You're always right, of course.
Listen, Lucy, I have an appointment with the dean. I'm going to try and get Alan Jr. reinstated into the school. I have to go right now. You must excuse me. Bye-bye.
Oh, darling, you know, that's a splendid idea. You're absolutely right. I will run home and throw things in a little bag, and I'll come right up and see you. Okay, I miss you, too, and I love you. Love you. Well, Aunt Charlene, that just goes to show you, Alan wants me to rush right up there, and, he says he needs me very much. So, bye.
Bye, dear. He needs her like Tammy Faye needs more makeup.
No, I had no idea he was doing so badly. Why didn't you tell me the dean had called you in?
I wanted to try to settle things without bothering you, that's all.
It wouldn't have been any bother. I'm his mother, after all.
How do you flunk every course?
Oh.
In summer school, how do you do that? I mean, we sent him there to get his grades up, and they went down.
Well, we haven't helped.
No, I suppose not.
I mean, the fact that I had no idea what a rough time my son was having says it all, don't you think?
Listen, you had a lot of other things that you had to deal with.
Yeah, and I've been doing a spiffy job handling them, too. So, you think the dean is going to let him back in?
You were very eloquent.
Well, he can do the work here. The dean realizes that. He also realizes how much we're to blame.
He does now.
I had to be honest with him. Look, Alan, I would have taken all of the blame myself if I could have.
I know. I don't mind anything that was said in the office, really. You were much more open and effective than I could have ever been. Alan Jr. is really very lucky that you were here. I'm so glad that you called when you did.
Well, maybe it was my maternal instinct that got me to do it. Although I doubt it very seriously since I've been batting zero with Dawn.
I'm very, very sorry for what's been going on with you and Dawn. I really mean that.
Yes, I know you do. I appreciate that.
We've been civil to each other all afternoon. That hasn't happened in a long time.
No, it hasn't. No.
I like it.
Yeah, so did I.
I think we ought to try and do this a little bit more often.
I'm willing to try.
Truce?
Truce.
So, I guess I better go and give the kid his big lecture. Maybe you could take him out to dinner afterwards, take the sting out of it.
No. We are in this together. The riot act should be shared by both of us.
Poor kids.
Yes.
Lead the way.
Okay.
You don't think I was too hard on him, do you?
No, I thought you were very good. You were stern, but you were fair.
Well, you were good as well, but you also gave him sympathy, and he needed that.
Well, I think the fact that he realized just how upset we both were was a lot more effective than any threatening words the dean would have thrown at him.
And the fact that we were both there together must show him how concerned we are about him.
You think he's been worried about that lately?
Maybe.
Oh, I wish I could undo all the mistakes I've made. Well, who doesn't wish that?
We've all got our problems, Monica, but those boys both know that we love them.
Still, I wish I could be there more for them. I wish I could do that now, except I can't figure out how to be a full-time mother and a full-time doctor.
You have done a fantastic job considering all the circumstances.
I don't know. You sure you don't mind that I have dinner with him alone tonight?
No.
I just want to fill him in on what's going on before he gets back to Port Charles. And I don't want him to hear anything from anybody but me. You haven't said anything, have you?
No.
I don't know how I'm going to handle this.
You tell him the truth.
I think that's going to be very difficult for him to handle. Ellen, what if it drives a wedge between us like it has with Dawn and me?
You want him to hear it from somebody else?
No.
Then you'll do it, Monica. And you'll do a good job.
I wish I had your confidence.
I'm very glad this time we've been able to spend together.
Well, it's important for the family.
We should spend a little bit more time on neutral territory, I think.
We do spend an awful lot of energy fighting, don't we?
Lucy!
So, Alan, this was why you were so anxious not to have me come here, is it?
What are you doing here?
Don't you think I should be the one asking that question? What are you doing here in a hotel room with your ex-wife?
You don't really think that there was something going...
Lucy, this has nothing to do with some kind of a tryst, if that's what you're getting at.
That's exactly what I am getting at.
Oh.
You know, I knew something was going on, Alan. I knew it. I knew I should be here. I can't believe that I'm right. I find this completely disgusting.
Sorry to leave you with this, but I have to get to Helen.
Just go.
Lucy, Oh, forget it.
Oh, good, Monica. Go ahead. Run out of here.
Lucy, please.
Alan, I've never been so hurt or so humiliated by anyone in my entire life.
Lucy, you must believe me, there was nothing going on between the two of us.
Then why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you mention that Monica might be here?
I didn't know.
And you expect me to believe that? And you know what's really sick is you were using your own son as an excuse. That's really low, Alan Quartermain, really low.
That is a ridiculous accusation, and it's very offensive.
No, you don't. You don't try and turn the tables. Your ex-wife, Monica, cheated on you with her own nephew, and now she's dragging you down to her own level. Alan, she is making you have an affair against your very own wife. I never thought you'd do this. I never thought that. I thought I could trust you.
It was hopeless trying to get through to you, Lucy.
You're right. You're absolutely right. If you're going to lie to me like this, I'm leaving. I'm going back to Port Charles. Get out of my
Good.
way.
You should have stayed there in the first place.
Oh, no way. I'm glad I came. Now my eyes are completely wide open.
Fine.
Fine. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go home, and if you happen to get there, I may not be there. I just may be at my Aunt Charlene's.
I don't care where you're going to be.
Fine. Good. You know something, Alan? I'm going to be with decent people. People who care about me and that I can trust and that love me and that would never end up with their stupid ex-sleazy wife in some dumb, horrible hotel room. You hear me, Alan Quartermain?